Hello, dear children. Now, in this video, we will have a look at the double column cash book. Okay, so by double column cash book, we mean a type of a cash book which has two amount columns of both cash and bank. Okay, cash and bank. Okay, but in the single column, we only have one amount column. Okay, either cash or bank. But normally, whenever we think of single column cash book, we are actually referring to the cash column. Okay, in class 12, we will see we can have bank account also. I mean the bank column also. Okay, but that's the different thing. We'll see next year. Anyway, so let's start with question number 5, which is your double column cash book. Uh, you'll just write the year and the month first. Okay, in both the sides, debit and credit side. Okay, after that you will just write the dates and record the entries. Very simple. You can see that we have cash in hand and cash at bank. So whenever you see cash in hand and cash at bank, that's basically your opening balance. So whenever you have the opening balance, you'll record towards the debit side, because both cash and bank, they are the real accounts, and the real accounts, they have the positive side in the debit side and the negative towards the credit side. So both cash and bank, they are the real accounts. Hence we can follow the golden rule, that is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So debit side is the receipt side and credit side is the payment side. Whenever you receive money, you will record in the debit side, and whenever you make the payment, it will go towards the credit side. Okay, now on first, you will write to balance BD. This is your opening balance, and you have the cash in hand, and the cash in hand balance is 3,600. Okay, cash at bank 13,500. Okay, very simple. Now on fourth, as we already know that this credit side is the payment side and this debit side is the receipt side. Okay, so whenever you make any kind of payment, you will record towards the credit side, that is cash is going out, and if there's any kind of the receipt, you will record towards the debit side. Okay, now on fourth, you are making the payment to your employees in the form of salary. Okay, so you are giving them salary. So on 4th March, you will record as buy salary because cash is going out. Okay, but you are making the payment by check. So whenever this term check it appears, it must be understood that bank is involved. Okay, so you will credit the amount of bank by 3,000 because bank is being reduced. Okay, and cash will be blank. And on 6th, purchased goods by check. Purchased goods by check. So on 6th March, you will write by purchase account. Again, it's made it's done through bank only. So it will be 1,500. Okay, bank is being decreased because bank is going out. Money from the bank is being reduced because whenever you make any payment through check, your bank balance will reduce. So cash is going out. I mean, the bank balance will be reduced. So the cash out of your bank will be reduced. So always remember that in the case of cash book, debit side is the plus side and this credit side is the negative side or the minus side. Okay. And on 11th, you are receiving cash from Sujit. So you will simply write to Sujit account amount is 1500. You are receiving cash, so you will write the amount in the cash column. Bank column will be blank. Okay. Now on 14th, you are making the payment. Okay, so you will write on 14th as by rent account. Okay, but here we have both cash and the bank column, but no information is provided out here. No information is given how the payment was made. Okay, either cash or bank. What is involved out here? We don't know. So in this particular case, when no cash or bank is mentioned specifically, then we assume it to be cash account. Okay, or we can assume that the payment has been made in cash. So the cash will decrease. So we can write as on 14th as by rent account, and in the cash column we can write as 600 because cash is going out. You are giving rent to your landlord. Okay. And on 15th, sold goods for cash to Satish. So whenever you make the cash sales, cash it comes in, cash will be plused. Okay, so you will record towards the debit side. On 15th of March, sold goods for cash to Satish. So you will simply write to sales account, and the cash column you will write 2400. Okay, and on 18th, office cash deposited into bank. Now this is a very special kind of an entry because in this particular case, both cash and bank will be involved, and such kind of entry is known as contra entry. Let us first record them and let us try to analyze after that. Okay. Now, on 18th, you are depositing cash into the bank. So whenever you deposit cash in your bank account, obviously from your pocket, cash gets depleted. Let us assume that you just have 3000 in your pocket. Okay. And out of which you deposit 2500 in your bank account. What actually happens to your cash, which is in your hand? Cash gets reduced. Okay, so the cash will be reduced, but the bank balance it will increase. Cash in your pocket will decrease, but the bank balance in your bank account will increase. So on 18th, we can simply write by bank account. Okay, because cash is going out, cash is decreasing on 18th, but it has a mirror entry. Okay, that is the relative entry out here. You can see on 18th, on the very same date, bank is increasing by the same amount, and we will write as to cash account. As you can see out here, we will write to cash account, but we will record the entry in the bank column because it's not possible to have a entry like cash account debit to cash account and bank account debit to bank account. It's not possible. Okay, so in the credit side we record as by bank account, and the money will be recorded towards, I mean the amount will be recorded towards the cash column. And in the debit side we write as to cash account, and the amount will be recorded towards the bank column. And such type of entry is known as the contra entry. And here in the LF column we'll write as C, capital C. Why? Because this is your contra entry. Now, what is contra entry? Contra entry is a type of an entry which can be only observed in the case of double column cash book, which affects both debit side and the credit side of a cash book, that is double column cash book. Okay. And this can happen only in two situations or conditions. Number one, when you deposit cash into the bank, or when you withdraw money out of bank for office use. Okay, so these are the only two conditions. Again, I want to repeat. Condition number one, when you deposit cash into the bank. Condition number one. Condition number two, when you pull out money, that is when you withdraw money out of the bank for office use. Okay, so on 18th we are depositing cash, so the cash is getting reduced, and by the same amount your bank account is getting increased on the very same date. Okay, and that's called your contra entry, because both the debit side and the credit sides are influenced. Okay, now on 21st, cash sales. Cash sales, that is, cash is getting increased. On 21st, you will simply write as to sales account 900, and the bank column will be dash. Now on 25th, you can see cash withdrawn from bank for proprietor's personal use. So whenever you withdraw money for the personal expenses, it's termed as drawings. Okay, and you are pulling out the money from bank. Okay, if it was cash, we would record the amount out here in the cash column, but since it's withdrawn from bank, so you will record the amount in the bank column, 2100 in the bank column. Okay, because bank is being reduced, bank going out, money is going out. Okay, on 25th you withdraw the money, and this withdrawal is for the personal expenses, so you will write by drawings account, and bank will be recorded out here. I mean, the bank is getting influenced by this particular transaction, so you will record the amount in the bank column, and the cash column it will be blank. 28th, sold goods to Pradeep, check received and deposited into bank. So you sold goods to Pradeep, and the payment was received in the form of check, and the same check was deposited into the bank on the very same date, that is on 28th. Okay, so to sales account, simply bank will be increased, cash it will be blank. And on 30th of March, you can see that you are purchasing stationery, but no information is provided. Just like on 14th March, you can see it's only returned, sorry, it's only return paid rent. So it will be through cash, isn't it? So similarly, it will be through cash by stationery, because nothing is mentioned out here whether cash or bank is involved. Okay, it's not specified, so you will simply write by stationery, and the amount will be recorded towards the cash column. So by stationery, amount in the cash column. Now after this, you must balance this cash book, and remember, cash can never be negative. Okay, so what you will do is that you will leave a space out here towards the credit side, so to write by balance CD. Okay, and you must leave the space towards the debit side also, so to write balance CD, because we already know that cash can never be a negative, but in double column cash book, bank can be negative also. Okay, so you must be careful about that. So you will simply write on 31st by balance CD, because we know that cash is a positive, like cash will have a positive balance, okay, because it cannot be negative. So you will just find the total of cash. Okay, so whatever the transactions that you have done out here, okay, 3600, 1500, 2400 plus 900, just total these four items and write the amount out here, 8400, in the total column. Okay, this is your grand total column. Now draw a single line out here in both the sides, that is debit and the credit side. Okay, write the total of the cash column, 8400, in both the sides, debit and the credit side. Okay, and now what you will do in the next step is just to subtract whatever the entries that you have already done out here from 8400. 8400 minus 600 minus 3000 minus 300. What amount you will get? You will get 4500. And this 4500 is the closing balance of cash. Okay, I hope you are solving as I'm explaining the work. Okay, now let's have a look at the bank column. As you can see in this credit side, the total it can be 4500, 466600. So the total will count 6600 if you plus these three items, 3000, 1500 plus 2100, it will be 6600, 6600. But you can see out here, this opening balance is more than the total of the credit side already. So it means the total of the debit side will be more. Okay, so when you find the total of 13500 plus 3000 plus 1800, you will get the amount 18300, and write the same total in the credit side as well. Okay, and what you will do in the next step is just to subtract these items from 18300, 3000, 1500 to 100, and then you will get this amount 11700. So this is your balance CD for bank. Okay, and as we can see out here, both cash and bank, they have this closing balance towards the credit side. Okay, now this closing balance, it must be brought down out here, and we will record as to balance BD. Okay, we'll write to balance BD, and this is your cash 4500, that's your bank 11700. Okay, and what will be the date out here? Date will be the next month or next year. Okay, so after March it comes April, right? So you will write April 1st to balance BD. The cash will have 4500 and the bank will have 11700.